Actually, I greet my viewers with now a message of from liberal politologists like me, Arminak Nujayan. I want to express today my resentment of illegal mergers of corporations within a given industry that reduce competition within a certain industry. For instance, illegal merger of AT&T and Singular Wireless corporation, public corporations, is a violation of Federal Trade Commission Act adopted by U.S. Congress and signed by U.S. President in 1914, Clayton Act, was signed by U.S. President and adopted by U.S. Congress in the 30s, and antitrust Sherman legislation laws, which have been revoked but been fully adopted and signed by U.S. President's laws. And nobody can actually divert from those laws and allow illegal mergers of those corporations. But the problem is that this merger between AT&T and Singular Wireless went unopposed by U.S. Department of Justice. We're supposed to put legal challenges to this illegal theft of property from Singular Wireless. But Singular Wireless was swallowed by AT&T practically. And during these mergers, there happen such things like illegal takeover of Singular Wireless public corporation assets by AT&T managers that didn't have to pay any money for Singular Wireless property. Instead, it has been swallowed and simply plundered, illegally taken by AT&T managers because they managed to force that illegal merger, and such mergers should be declared illegal because they simply represent illegal theft of assets from one public corporation by aggressive and corrupt officers of another public corporation without paying any money for the assets at full market value. I believe that such mergers should be declared illegal, and U.S. Department of Justice should immediately take action against to cancel any merger between AT&T, Singular Wireless, and AT&T and Singular Wireless Corporation, because such merger meant that AT&T resorted to illegal fraud, by means of which they illegally charge overtime money on cable internet service providers, illegally charged money, rip-off deals, like try to rip me off instead of paying like $50 a month for the whole package of broadband internet, which charged me $300. And I believe that the Federal Trade Commission should take prosecutorial and U.S. Department of Justice should take measures to investigate this illegal merger and prosecute AT&T for violating antitrust legislation. And I believe Democratic President, U.S. Democratic President Obama should start making executive decisions to fight illegal mergers. And I believe Barack Obama should become president that would fight narcotics and will help more to pay higher wages to Latin American anti-narcotic officers in order to combat narcotics trade and any attempt to push narcotics into the United States. Well, I believe that United States government, U.S. Treasury, U.S. State Department and U.S. Congress should get involved in all operations like Plan Colombia, in order to pay law enforcement agents in Colombia, higher wages in order to stimulate fight against narcotics. We should also pay money for propaganda against narcotics, so that the health agenda, hire health scientists, United States should hire health scientists in order to pay for propaganda that would reveal the negative and harmful effects of substance abuse or narcotic. Because some people are narcomaniacs. If they come to substance abuse from narcomania is a form of psychopathy. That means that narcomaniacs, that means pathological propensity to believe in delusional effects of narcotics. For instance, narcomaniacs may believe that narcotics may increase your appetite, or narcotics maybe create more pleasure, or maybe antidepressants. They are not. They just destroy dopamine receptors in the singular gyrus or front cortex of a human brain. And what the movie like Blow with Johnny Depp starring cited it. One narcomaniac said that when he tasted cocaine, he told that his brain was numbing. Yes, precisely, I remember it in the movies. And I believe that any attempts to receive any pleasure from substance abuse would be a failure, because narcotics only cause psychotic effects. It is harmful psychotic poison. And I also believe that Democratic President Obama will conduct progressive politics and will raise minimum wage to $10 an hour, at least, in order to boost corporate profits and sustain level of life in America on an acceptable level, to keep people above poverty, working class people. And I also believe that Barack Obama will actually offer limited amnesty for illegal alien workers in order to uphold human rights, and will dismantle U.S.-Mexico border fence in order to enforce human rights of humans and animals to freely cross the border, to avoid illegal persecution both sides of the border. Well, I believe in human rights and going to uphold them, human rights, in all my statements, because they are paramount important for prosperity of an individual.